where I have so much faith in God where I feel like nothing could break me, bro. Like nothing could break me, and there's so much good that I want to do, and I feel like the enemy is trying to attack me all at
Mm-hmm.
once.
For
When
sure.
you're trying to do good in this world, bro,
Exactly.
and the faith I have, the prayers I got behind me, fam, I can't lose, bro. So things
Can't.
could be down right now, but I just know my faith. The God I serve don't fail. He's never failed me.
Welcome to another episode of Trail Truth Podcast. Today I have a special guest. I really don't even have to say much when she hear this man's story. You know, he's an excellent, example of, surviving your situation and making it out and turning yourself into a product of your own environment, not your surroundings or wherever you were situated with. He's a first responder. He's a great man. I met him in high school. And even though we really didn't have a connection after high school, we rekindled and reconnected. And man, the things that this man has experienced and what he has to share is one of a kind. So go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
Thank you, man. It's Marco Presuma, man. And honestly, bro, I'm grateful. Before I start anything, bro, I just want to say I'm proud of you, bro. Like
Appreciate it.
I'm so proud of you, bro. When I first seen that Instagram, that podcast, I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, damn, because you not knowing, I didn't know you as somebody that did podcast, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So that was new to me, bro. And I was so proud of you, and I feel like you have a calling for this, bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
You have a
Appreciate it.
calling for this, man. Keep going,
Appreciate it.
bro.
Appreciate it, man. I'm always thankful for everybody that always giving my flowers. And usually how I start off the episode, just I ask people how you doing mentally.
For sure. Well, mentally, bro, can't lie to you. Mentally, I'm hanging on. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? I'm hanging on. I had a real conversation with my mom yesterday before I came on here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my old lady, bro. That woman is such a faithful, praying woman.
Mm-hmm.
She taught me from a young age, bro, how to love God and just give everything I have, just to tithe wherever I'm at. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? To this day, I can't remember stepping foot in church and not give. You feel me? Whether it's $1, $5, even when I was a kid, she was giving it to me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of just raised in that mindset where I have so much faith in God where I feel like nothing could break me, bro. Like nothing could break me, and there's so much good that I want to do, and I feel like the enemy is trying to attack me all at
Mm-hmm.
once.
For
When
sure.
you're trying to do good in this world, bro, and
Exactly.
the faith I have, the prayers I got behind me, fam, I can't lose, bro. So things
Can't.
could be down right now, but I just know my faith. The God I serve don't fail. He's never failed me. You feel me? My parents came from Haiti. I came here. I came to America when I was 5 years old, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Moved to the Ave. We ain't had nothing, bro. So I'm seeing where I'm at today. You feel me? 25-year-old. I got my own crib. I'm married now. Life could have been completely different for me, bro, if I was still in
Facts.
Haiti, bro. And the fact that my people did what they had to do to get me here, bro. I can't fail no matter what the pressure is, what life is throwing at me. I
Mm-hmm.
can't fail because that's something I can't take for granted, bro. What my dad did getting here, it ain't easy, bro. I'm
For
telling you,
sure.
being an immigrant in this country, fam,
For
it
sure.
ain't easy, bro. But I'm here, man. I'm here, bro.
I'm proud that, just to hear you, be vulnerable and say you hanging on because I always tell people like, our heart don't work
For sure.
7 days a week.
For sure.
It's going to be a lot of days in our life where we out of it. Some days where we want to give up. And what I was told when I was, in church and even to this day is whenever you doing the best or whenever
Yeah.
you get into the best level of yourself, that's when the devil get closer.
Always, bro. And for some reason, at these situations, bro, I find myself reading the Bible more, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Every morning, that's my routine. And
Mm-hmm.
I pray to God that routine never goes away. I've been reading my Bible, understanding how life really work, what the Bible really say. You feel me? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a whole different mindset. I got a whole different perspective of life
Mm-hmm.
compared to how I used to think when I was in high school, bro. And honestly, I started, that whole feeling really came with my dad, bro. My dad raised me to be a man, bro. That's the
Mm-hmm.
one thing about that man. You a man, you handle responsibility. That's my dad, bro. I was fortunate enough, I was raised in a marriage home, so I know what it's like to have a man in the house. I was
For
blessed
sure.
enough, you feel me? And that is something I encourage, bro. Like young men's out there, bro. Like seriously, bro. If you have a kid, man, take life serious, bro. Like take it serious, man. The career that I'm in, life is so precious, and I see death almost every day when I'm at work, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It hit different
They do.
when you seeing those dead bodies and you physically gotta touch them, bring them back to life, bro. That's a whole different feeling. So
Mm-hmm.
bro, this career changed my bro, being a firefighter changed my life, bro.
We gonna tap
It
into all that too. Man, so you said something that kinda, like, jumped at me. You basically said that, how you was thinking in high school because we knew it that's when we met, high school.
yes, sir.
So take it back there, like,
Oh,
who
yeah.
was Marco in high school?
Marco
Just
in
for the
high
people that
school
don't know.
Marco in high school, the dude was always trying to dress clean, bro. The dude was always trying to dress clean, but I can't even lie, I was ignorant.
Mhm,
I was so ignorant, bro. The things I know now and the people I didn't appreciate in high school, which Mr. Norwood, I know you're gonna see this, bro. I want to say thank you, bro. You showed me an example of how to be a man, how to carry yourself. And back then, really, I really did not understand, bro.
shout out to Nip,
Shout out
man.
to Norwood, bro. Net, bro.
Shout out to Nip, man. I remember that for sure.
Oh, no excuse mentoring program, bro. Like,
Mhm,
Mr. Norwood really changed my life. How he present himself, bro.
mhm,
And I ain't take that in high school, but now as I started going through trials in life, and I'm seeing like what he was doing in high school, I kind of want to do the same thing too. I
mhm,
kind of see where my generation is going. So my mindset back in high school completely different how it is now, bro. And I hate how I used to think back in high school, just being so ignorant, bro. Like we used to be, cause we was from different hoods.
mhm.
It used to be like we really couldn't hang out with each other cause them boys were beefing. You feel me?
Exactly, yeah.
It was ignorant, bro.
Mhm,
We beefing cause we live in different areas in Orlando,
exactly,
places that we don't own nothing in that hood, bro.
exactly.
And we beefing for
It's
no
all the
reason, bro.
ego.
It's an ego thing.
Mhm,
There was for what? If we all could have linked up, we could have been something special, bro.
for sure.
Like we that ass was beefing in high
A
school,
lot
bro.
of people
Like,
can be here where we at right now.
it hurts me, bro. It hurts me. And I wish I could let the people in high school, especially Oak Ridge, know now that's doing these hood beef, bro. It's not worth it, bro. You
Mhm,
dying for your hood, that didn't do nothing for you. And
mhm.
that
So what happened? What made you switch your mindset? Because what I mean, it's for me. I've had a altering or a traumatic experience that made me shift my gears. So what happened for you that made you switch from that the ignorant mindset or just the mindset you had in high school? Because it has to be something.
no, it was, bro. It actually was when 2018 when I left Orlando
Hmm.
and moved to Tampa. Um, when you 18 years old, by yourself in an apartment and you trying to figure life out, life
Hmm.
hits you, bro. Life hits you so hard, and I had so much pride back then. I always told myself, if I leave my mama house, I'm never coming back.
Hmm.
No matter what it was, I was gonna figure it out, and that's the man my dad raised me. And just going through just not being able to pay rent sometimes, working multiple jobs and still trying to get to this career that
Hmm.
I'm trying to get in, it humbles you. You got
Oh
to a
yeah.
point when you have nothing into your account, man, it humbles you,
Hmm.
bro. All you could look is just focus on look towards God, bro, for
Hmm.
help. And I've been humbled. I've been humbled to the point where now I'm blessed because when I'm humbled, I stay faithful. No matter what happened, I know who God is, bro.
Hmm.
So that what changed my mindset. Moving out, and I tell people all the time, bro, if you want to mature, you want to grow, leave. Leave where you at. That is my biggest advice when people ask me, bro. Because if I was in Orlando right now, fam, like my life could have been completely
I
different,
tell
bro.
people the same thing. I tell people all the time because they always say, "Are you gonna move
What?
back? You gonna come
No,
back?"
I'm not
Nah,
coming back.
fam.
I'm never coming back, bro.
Mhm,
I'm going to Orlando. You
mhm.
feel me? I'm gonna go see my peoples.
Yeah.
But I didn't live there, bro. I can't do that because I still got those homeboys that crowd that
Mhm,
y'all still my dogs, but we ain't doing nothing right now. I
mhm.
love to go see our boys, but we ain't on nothing. So
Yeah.
that's exactly who I would have been if I stayed in Orlando. So my biggest advice, man, leave your hometown and it'll allow you to grow. Be uncomfortable. When you become comfortable, bro, you grow to a whole different person.
Why you think people don't take that leap of faith though? Why you think people not comfortable with
What
leaving?
you talking about? What? It's faith, bro.
Mhm,
Cause you're so comfortable where you at. And that's the thing the enemy does. The enemy gets you comfortable where you at,
for sure.
where you spent years
Mhm,
of your life where you could have been doing something different, but you're stuck.
mhm.
You so comfortable in your skin. You're so comfortable in staying at home.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like you have to try to change, bro. Even it's same thing with sin. You get so comfortable with sin,
Mhm,
like it becomes the normal.
mhm. It's a new norm.
It's on the norm, bro. And I can't live my life that way, bro. I see
Mhm,
just where I come from, the job I have a whole different perspective
exactly.
of the world, bro. So I'm grateful, bro.
That's good, bro. And I wanna, talk about because I wanna put this in the timeline aspect so that way they kind of follow you where
Yeah.
you're going. So you move here, and of course, like It's the same thing that happened when I moved here officially. It was the same shit. I paid. I think I paid for my first ever car. I paid 3,000 for
Mhm.
it, and I think I had $250 left to my name when I moved to Tampa. I had no job,
Yep.
but I was a promoter, so I had money left over from doing that. Man, when I say it was so hard, like, you know what I mean, living the paycheck to paycheck, because once you comfortable, especially when you back home, you living with your people, some people have to help out, here and there, but it's not like you paying everything on your own. That
Yeah.
shit hit
It
different.
hit
It
different.
humbles you. You know what I mean? I've been in situations
That
where when I was in college, I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna eat at night.
bro, fam, like
And it's like when you get humble, like you said, like not to cut you off, but like you said, you was ignorant, you wanted to dress fly and all that. When you can't do that, fam, and you gotta worry about food over the stuff that you really want, when you gotta worry about bills instead of the stuff that you really want, man, that shit'll put you on your ass.
it
It had you
matures you,
thinking like,
bro.
exactly.
It
And
matures
a
you,
lot of
fam.
people scared to go through that, but that was the most powerful lesson that I've ever been through.
For sure. For sure, bro. That's what I'm saying. The trials that you go through, bro, and your faith got stronger.
Mhm,
Your faith in God got stronger. Just the fact that you overcame that. Fam,
mhm.
when I moved out, bro, I used to borrow money from M. Scott because me and my homeboy Doge, bro. Shout out to Doge, bro. He the reason why I left Orlando,
Ocean,
by the way,
Atlanta.
bro. Doge, yeah.
Mhm,
He the reason why I left Orlando, bro. He got in my head and I left with him, bro. But me and him was going back and forth paying the rent. You know what I'm saying? Doing our thing. But we would take turns borrowing money from M. Scott because we know what the end goal was. We know we couldn't go back to Orlando
mhm.
and just be uncomfortable, bro. Just be uncomfortable. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, it grows you.
So my whole thing is when you got to Temple, you said that you wanted to enter a career field. What made you want to enter the career field that you're in now? What kind of led you to that, or was it just like an interest?
Nah, bro, this whole thing happened by accident. I don't believe in accident, but it happened because of God. Let me say that. It happened because the Lord set me in this path. I just didn't know it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like I moved down here, went to HTC. I wanted to be sport management, bro. Got in there, found out how much it cost. I ain't had no money, bro. Now I'm back in I'm at the crib thinking. So I'll go to HTC. I saw this fire truck just drive by. I'm like, hey, let me see what this about.
Mm-hmm.
I went to HTC. Lady told me, oh yeah, you need to be an EMT and you need to go to fire school. I started digging to see how much they get paid. I'm like, oh, I could rock with this.
Mm-hmm.
Then went to EMT school, bro. And I'm in school. I'm a 19-year-old. I'm the youngest dude in this class, bro. I'm the only black dude in this class.
Mm-hmm.
19-year-old fresh out of high school, bro, learning the human body in the EMT school.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, I'm struggling. I'm struggling because these people are from their college. Some of them are college graduates.
Mm-hmm.
They're grown adults,
Exactly.
military. Now they're trying to do this career. They already have so much more life experience than me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just, this one kid and I'm struggling to pass. And, just through studying the thing I told you, bro, I can't go back to Orlando. Just
Mm-hmm.
me having that mindset, the work and study that I put in, I did it. Then I went to fire school. Fire school was another challenge itself. Having to pay that out of pocket,
Mm-hmm.
pay rent, and all that. That was a challenge by itself 'cause I'm by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And when I finally made it to fire school, it took me a year and a half to finally get hired to a fire department. And if it's for Orange County, I ain't get it. And
Mm-hmm.
honestly, Orange County is funny because they have a polygraph test, bro.
Yeah. That say I can preach because when I graduated, the day after my graduation of college, I had an interview with Orlando. I made it all the way up to the polygraph,
Me too.
didn't get it.
Didn't get it, bro.
And
That
I
part.
said, that's my sign that I don't need to come back home because I tried.
Thank you, bro.
I tried.
And honestly, bro, looking back now, that's the biggest blessing that happened to us.
Facts.
Bro, the fact that I failed that polygraph test, and I could have sworn I told the truth too, bro. I don't know what
Facts.
that test is about, bro. I could have sworn I told the truth.
Facts.
I ain't pass it. And I ended up getting hired in Hillsborough County, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly think that God had already set this path for me, how
Mm-hmm.
everything play out to where it's at now. And how I want to give back it's crazy because I got a couple scholarships I plan on starting, bro. I want to go back to Oak Ridge and give back. And I'm putting it out here first. I'm starting a scholarship called the Presuma scholarship. And that scholarship could only go towards trade school. And that due to that reason is because I feel like when we in high school, they push the narrative, go to
Mm-hmm.
college, but they never give you what you're going to college for and how is it going to build your life and set you for life.
Exactly.
You go to college for economic, like whatever it is, bro. If you're not going to come out of that college and making money and have a career with it, it's not worth it. It's not worth to go give these people your money. So if I could have a scholarship where
Mm-hmm.
that scholarship could only go towards AC, plumbing, electrician, firefighting, whatever it is, bro.
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm gonna do, and it's
For
gonna be
sure.
like it's gonna help these kids in Oak Ridge, and eventually I want to grow it to other high schools.
That's real, bro. I want to give you your flowers too, and just, it's not a lot of people doing that, especially like us.
For sure,
You feel me?
for
Like,
sure,
I can't think of nobody, shit, I can't think of nobody that want to give back,
for sure.
especially a scholarship. Most people, especially from where we from, they think as if, okay, nobody ain't never give me none. Why am I giving back?
Exactly.
And they don't look at it from a different perspective. Like, you could change somebody's life. Like what we do, like I tell people all the time, me working in forensics is just another Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's how I have to think about it. It may sound crazy to other people, but literally, I go to work. I don't know if I'm gonna go to work and see a body or not.
Exactly.
And I
Exactly.
gotta be okay with that. And I still gotta turn on this positive attitude and still be there for other people, knowing that every day I go to work, I can see somebody dead. And then I have to look at their family and see what they go through and still be okay.
One thing I was gonna ask you, bro. So how do you the dead? We see dead bodies
Mhm.
every day, bro. How did when you first got into that, bro? How did you deal with that?
At first, for me, it was more of a I didn't know them. But I had to later learn that, just because you don't know somebody doesn't mean that you can't sympathize for them. So later on, it came to knowing that, whatever played out, because I see suicides, I see shootings, I see all type of stuff. You know, I always look at it like this, based on their situation, based on the circumstances that was at hand, it could always be
Could
worse.
always be worse.
And they may be in a better place to where they want to be. Even if it wasn't their fault or their own doing, it always could have been worse. It could have been multiple people. It could have been their whole family. It could have been different. But I look at it as like, you know what? Okay, I can't put my feelings into this, but at the same time, I feel for the cause, but it could have been worse.
For sure.
And that's why, like, it's a saying, like I just mentioned, it's just another Tuesday. Like, you cannot turn this into like an emotional feeling because you just gonna wreck yourself. And it's
Mm.
and as bad as it sounds, but we see, I can't even count on my fingers how many bodies I done seen in the last 2.5 years.
Fam, from kids, bro. Like what you said, the word I can't have. It's hard for me to have sympathy
Mhm,
because what people don't realize is that, bro, when you in that career, especially as a fireman, paramedic, right? I'm a paramedic. When you get to the scene first, it hit different.
mhm,
When you have a mother give you a lifeless child, bro, and you have the whole family, you're that one person everyone's looking at, bro.
mhm,
And it hit different. It hit, bro. It hit different, bro. And when I first got into career field, it messed me up, bro.
for sure.
I used to think alcohol. I used to drink alcohol and think just a lot. I act like I was just coping. I was
Mhm,
just coping. I was just faking it, bro. Till I finally realized, bro. Till I finally realized, okay, this is not me. This is not me. I was meant
mhm,
to do. I was meant to do better.
mhm,
But the mental aspect of this, bro, it messed me
for
up
sure.
for a while, bro. The amount of dead bodies, bro. It was the kids that messed me up, real honestly.
Mhm,
It's the kids, bro. Having to see a limp body or bro, the arms, the leg, bro, it messes you up. And then when people you get to a point, I feel like when you get to those scenes, bro, people are counting on you. So you better know
mhm.
what you're doing. You better know what you're
They
doing.
look
You
at
better
you
know
like
what
you God.
yeah. You better know what med you're pushing. You better know the ratio. You better know.
Mhm,
You better know what you're doing, bro. And that's why I took school so seriously. Because when I realized I got people's lives in my hands, it hits different. And then, yeah, it hurts you too when you try to get that person back. You run a whole code, bring them to the ER, you don't get them back. It hits you different.
for sure.
But when you bring that person back, or you know that person is really alive right now, is because God used you at that moment
Mhm,
to be there for that person to keep living. Because you know, if you wasn't here at that spot, that person wouldn't be here. So when you think of it that way, I value life, bro. This job made me value
I
life,
say that
bro. I
all the
love
time.
life,
I
bro.
say it all the time. I'm thankful. Like, I wake up every day thankful.
Thankful.
Because and I'm gonna put it in the aspect like this for the people that's watching. If you watching this, he's a first responder, right? He goes to the scenes first. So he's seeing if you I'm trying to align it with both our careers. He goes first. Mind you, in my career, we don't respond until they leave. That's how it works. So they're going in heroes. They do everything they can in order to bring whoever it is back, victim, suspect, whoever it is, child, adult. They do whatever they can in order to bring them back. I'm the individual that comes to see it on the back end. So it's more traumatizing for them because at first, what I mean, you can speak to it too. You're seeing somebody that's alive and breathing.
Dog. When you get to this car accident, you see him. guppy breathing, bro. You see
Mhm.
the blood coming out, bro, and when you're actually seeing a life actually leave somebody's life.
Exactly.
Oh my god, bro. Like, you literally seeing this person take his last breath, and you can't do and air it's a sometimes it's feeling like you can't do nothing about it.
Mm-mm.
You can't and it took me a while to finally come to acceptance where all I could do is try my best. All I could do is use the knowledge God gave me to save that person's life, bro, and
Mhm.
I can't take it personal. So
So how
now
so how do you deal with it mentally?
now,
Because
bro.
cause what you said at first, you said, alcohol and I always, I preached that on a couple of my episodes before. That's a temporary mechanism. Like
Oh,
that's
yeah.
just there for the moment.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I was, I'm thankful when I started my career, I was on call 24/7. Even though it was damaging mentally, I never had the opportunity to just pick up a drink because
Yeah.
I was on call. So at any point
Yeah, you could get a
I can
call.
get called.
For sure.
So how was that mental shift? You know what I mean? Okay, you put away the alcohol. So what do you do now in order to cope with that mentally? Because we both know
Yeah.
it's
So,
tough.
it's tough. So now, bro, I could honestly say, bro, I don't drink alcohol no more, bro,
Mhm,
and God has done something in me where I don't need that. And that's where you see me work out so much.
mhm,
People think, Marco, you always in the gym lifting weight. Nah, bro, this is where I go for mental peace.
mhm,
And like sometimes when those headphones come on, bro, I'll block out everything in the gym. I know my workout routine, bro. I'm locked in. And
mhm,
that's how I cope. That working out, lifting weight, feeling that burn on my muscles. For some reason, it
mhm.
helps me out. And then one thing I'm gonna say too, bro, please, please, I just want my generation, bro, take care of your health. Take care of your health, bro. And this career also, I'm telling you from experience of this career, so much people die so early just because they don't take care of their health. They
Mhm.
just eat anything. They overweight, the diabetes. Like, take care of yourself, bro. Your life could be 15 years longer if you live right now.
I can speak to that too. You know what I mean? And I'm a piggyback off that because it's true. When I started my career in forensics in 2023,
Yeah.
I was just not leaving college. Mind you, I'm on call 24/7, so I couldn't go out, I couldn't drink or nothing for 2 years. Throughout those 2 years until my last year, until 2024, my first year, I hit up to 230 pounds. And it took for me to have heart issues for me to go to the hospital and for them to say,
Can I ask you something though?
"Go ahead."
Do you think that was a form of coping?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I couldn't drink, so I would stress eat.
Yeah.
I would eat because I'm already home.
Mm-hmm.
All
It's
I gotta do,
easy.
it's easy.
The fridge
I
right
don't
there.
gotta do nothing. And I'm expecting, you never know if you're gonna get a call. So I'm just
Yeah.
trying to get something quick. Snacks, drive through, and I'm just eating. No call come through, just
Mm-hmm.
eating, 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 eating. It came to the point where, and, my roommate can even speak to it. I used to have snacks in my room, fam. You know what I mean? It sound crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy because I'm saying this because what you're saying is true. It's easy when you work in jobs like that just to do something quick and then you just forget because you think like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm moving around. It's gonna work out. It ain't gonna, you know what I
Nah,
mean? But
bro.
nah, fam, I got up to 230
I
pounds,
did not
bro.
know that, bro.
You feel me? Like I had to look in the mirror and lie like I was okay with that because in high school I was skinny as shit.
So
I was small.
I can't see you hitting 230, bro.
You feel me? And I got the picture. I got the pictures and I posted on my social media. Like I posted a transition when I started my podcast. Like that shit, it hit different. So when you said that, like I relate to that because I gained so much weight and I was fucked up mentally. And then I'm looking in the mirror like, damn, like I don't look right. So now I gotta change how I dress. I gotta try to, you know, people want to do this. I'm like, all right, let's go to the beach. Nah, fam, I ain't trying to go because I'm not comfortable with
On
myself.
your
I'm not
skin.
comfortable in my skin. You feel me? So I'm thankful that something happened in my life. You know what I mean? It's sad that I had to go to the hospital and for them to tell me, they was like, you got high cholesterol. You got a high chance of getting diabetes. And fam, I'm
You're
23.
23. Exactly, bro.
Like, what you mean diabetes? Like, that's
But
for,
the fact that you was mentally strong enough to turn that around, that's the fact that people don't have is
for
discipline.
sure. Mm-hmm.
Everything comes down to discipline. You had the
Mm-hmm.
discipline to stop what you're doing and change your whole routine, bro. And
For
something
sure.
people don't have in them, which
Don't.
all it is you gotta self-reflect. You gotta self-reflect. Your family love you, bro. There's people
Mm-hmm.
that love you. And honestly, I really believe this government, those food that they're putting out there for us to eat is for us not to live long. And me knowing that, I can't fall for that trap. Imma eat the fruits, Imma work out. Just keep your heart active. That's all it is. Just keep your heart
Mhm.
active and don't pick up sugar. If there's so much more things to it, bro. It's sad, but there's so much just young adults that I'm running, bro.
Mhm.
That you wouldn't be in the state if you just take care of yourself.
Yeah. That's true, and I'm a victim to it even now in these days, you know what I mean? I lost my weight, I'm thankful for that, but it's sometimes where I just resolve to what's easy.
Oh, trust me, bro.
It happens as people, but I think the issue with is and Imma ask for your opinion on it too, I think people go with what's easy and what's comfortable, you know what I mean? They go with what they already know what the results will be, so if that's for instance, if we talking about food, if they go to, I don't know, get wings or something, they know the place they're going to is gonna be good and
Yeah,
it's gonna be satisfying to them for a little bit of money, so they're gonna go to that, and if they wanna go to it again, they already know it's good.
it's good.
So what do you think people are, on the verge of or they fight against, from becoming disciplined? What? Because I know
It's
it's comfort.
it's comfort, but it's steps. Every day, if you could do something just a little bit better,
Mhm,
it's steps. Like if you drink 5 times a day, and today you said it, I'm gonna do it 3 times a day.
mhm.
You won. That's a victory. You gotta count
Exactly.
that. You gotta take the small wins as big victories.
Mhm,
And eventually you cut down to that. Cause I was over on myself, bro. 2020, bro. I was overweight myself, bro. Just being on this job, bro. Sometimes, bro, you eat a lot at the station. Them boys eat a lot of sugar. I had to
mhm,
I had to catch myself mentally, but it's all steps, bro. It's all little steps. People just trying to go from right here all the way to 100. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. That's not how life works.
mhm,
You have to go through steps. You have to go through trials. That's is strengthening you. Every trial you go through is gonna strengthen you.
mhm,
So it's steps. That's all I could tell people is just the small steps. Whatever you did yesterday, if you did too much, do a little bit less. If you feel like you drinking too much soda a day,
mhm,
all right, next day discipline yourself to only do one. And eventually, I promise you, you get out that habit. Cause like I said, it takes 21 days to build a habit, bro.
mhm,
If you could build that habit and stay with it, it sticks.
mhm. So what do you think, I wanted to ask you this question in the beginning. What do you think, with all your trials and tribulations, what do you think is the biggest lesson you learned so far as a man?
That is such a good question, bro. One thing I learned as a man, the biggest thing is honestly, bro, don't stop.
Mhm,
Don't stop taking care of responsibility. Like as men, I really believe we were meant to handle responsibilities. We were meant
mhm,
to fix problems. So as a man, the moment you start shining away from trying to stop fixing problems, that's when you lose that title. Because I hold my, but being a man that's a high standard, bro. There's a reason why God created us first. We're here for a reason, bro. We're here to build.
mhm,
So that's why I take pride in being a man, bro. That's why I told you, Mr. Norwood, bro. Shout him out earlier, bro. I think that's a man, bro.
mhm,
Take pride in a man gives back. A man love. And honestly, bro, when I was, like I said, when I was in high school, I was ignorant. I used to walk around as a man. A man can't show emotions. A man can't cry.
mhm,
And that's BS, bro. I've caught myself in my car hitting the steering wheel crying, bro. Because when life come crying to you, you can't stop those emotions.
can't
You can't
can't
stop
you
those
can't close the lid
emotions.
on your emotions.
Exactly, and as a man, that's something you have to shoulder no matter what life is throwing at you. You know, as a man, that is your job to take care of it. Like it
Mhm.
could suck, but you better pray to God. God better be the number one source in your life as a man, bro. And that's where it starts. As a man, bro, trust God.
So with all the mental, besides, take away the aspect from
Mhm.
God because some people, they're trying to build their relationships and stuff like that. So of course that takes time. But what would your advice be to, other men or other people that go through mental challenges, but they don't know how to, take on responsibilities. They don't know how to not allow the mental war to win.
That's bro. That I used to deal with that. So
Mhm,
the mental war aspect, bro. Honestly, I was blessed enough. I told you I was going to church since I was
mhm,
to me, that's always been my way. I don't know no other way I could ever tell somebody any advice because my mom, I told you since I was a kid,
mhm,
church was the way, God was the way. So I'm programmed to whatever life throw at me as a man for me to go towards God. So my only advice I have any man that's going pick up that Bible, bro. Pick up that Bible and try. All I'm saying, try. Do some research. Go look at some Bible verses, bro. Bible verses are the most important thing you could know. Just that's all I know is all I could tell you is just read your Bible. But don't just read it just to read it. Actually
Mhm,
know what you're reading. Know, feel something.
mhm.
Feel something.
So it's crazy that you mentioned that because my last guest that I had on yesterday, it'll be the his episode will be
Hmm.
posted as well. You know, I asked him a question of, do you think that we're living in the Bible times just with a different lenses?
Heck yeah.
Because
Oh,
because I feel like we can relate to the Bible in everything that we encounter, especially emotions or experiences. We can look back to the Bible and relate to it. It's like it's home.
man, humble, bro. Anything that you're going through in life, if you just go whatever you use, internet, chat, GBT,
Mhm,
was it anxiety, worries, go there's a verse for that.
mhm,
There's the Bible literally is a book on how to live your life. That's why I can't do wrong by people, bro. I
mhm,
can't screw somebody over, bro. There's certain things morally I can't do to somebody, just me, because I read the word.
mhm,
It literally is a way on how to really live your life the right way, bro. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not perfect, bro. Sometimes stuff happens where I shy away from that. Sin happened because there's only
mhm.
one man that ever walked this earth that was perfect, and that was Jesus. I'm not perfect, but I could only try to be like Jesus,
Exactly.
bro.
And the
And
and the fact that you're trying,
and
that goes a long
and
way.
bro, exactly. And seeing my generation now, bro, I just want my generation to do better, bro. Have more morals, bro. I feel like you said, the enemy has taken over this generation.
Mhm,
Things that we're normalizing, things that the Bible talk against, we're normalizing it.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? We making parades for, like, you know what I'm saying? We're doing a lot of things that we know we're not supposed to do, bro.
Since you introduced that topic, so what do you think is going on with the generation in today's ages? Because I mean, I think
Honestly,
I think
bro.
it's a trickling effect. I think the kids do what we did, but in a more advanced
Advanced.
way.
Mhm.
Because now everything is more accessible. Like you can literally get almost
Anything you
literally
want.
anything. What was harder for us is easier for them.
It's getting easier. And the generation is getting worse. And the only way to fix it is us. The
Mhm,
only way to face the new generation has to be the old generation.
mhm,
You can't expect the new generation to just learn it by themselves. It's us. That's why all my homeboys, one thing I tell my homeboys all the time, dang well you ain't ready to have a kid, you better wrap it up. That is my one rule. And my dogs know that. Y'all boys know that about me.
mhm,
Wrap it up. But wrap it up, because at the end of the day, you're not in a position to have a child.
mhm.
You have a kid. Now that's the new generation. And if you're
Exactly.
not there to teach that kid how to be a man, and you yourself don't even know how to be a man yet, put it that way. Now you have a kid, now you're trying to teach how to be a man. You're not even a
Mhm,
man yourself. That kid's growing up not knowing nothing about being a man. And that's gonna be the new generation. And that kid itself is gonna have another, it keeps going
mhm.
because no one teaches nothing, bro.
There's no structure.
There's no structure at all. There
Mhm,
is no structure at all. And that's why, if I could, like I said, if I could put a stop to it now, it's like
mhm,
the scholarship earlier, right?
mhm.
You know how many people went to Tally that's back home now, not doing nothing. Now put it this way,
That was almost me.
right?
It's
God is good, bro.
I'm telling you, and I always look at everything in my life and, like I told you before we got on, I just started therapy.
That's
You
good,
know what I
bro.
mean? And what I was telling my therapist, and I said, if you want me to be honest, my whole life decisions have been acts of scarcity. So everything I did was because either fear or, you know, embarrassment of not
Mhm.
knowing the results, especially if they're not gonna be in my favor. So the first college I applied to was Tally. I wanted to go live the Tally lifestyle.
But I see my homeboys there. I had boys who graduated the year before me.
Mhm,
I saw the lifestyle they was living.
mhm.
That's what I'm telling you. A lot of us really ain't going to college to really try to build a career. We're going to college really to party. We just don't
Yeah,
want to be honest with ourselves.
for sure.
But we know what we're going there for, bro. It's for the females, the partying. You having so much fun. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
That's
But
facts.
but I'm telling you, if I could catch these kids, that's it. That's senior now. That's about to have that plan. Hey, yo,
Mhm,
you could come out of high school making six figures if you go to plumbing. That's 6 months. HVAC, electrician. You could go fresh out of high school making $100,000 a year.
mhm.
That's changing a generation. That is
Facts.
changing somebody's life, bro.
Mhm,
And that's what I'm saying. And all you gotta do is follow on. The only way to change the generation is us. We have to put the new generation on game. Like the new word YNs.
more advanced. This is it's crazy.
Bruh,
It's
we
crazy,
wasn't
bro.
YNs.
Nah,
We didn't get that name.
I,
YNs, bro.
I definitely wasn't. I can proudly say, you know what I mean. I never did nothing that required me to get my hands dirty. You know what I mean? I was thankful for my position.
Yeah,
I wasn't in the best position,
for sure.
but I always knew
You live right.
it's another way out. You got to live
You
right.
gotta live right.
And I'm not, shunning upon the people that have to do that because some people do it based on their
Mhm.
situations and some of those people that have to do it based on their situation, some of them are my friends.
But why did you live right though? Like,
Because that's what I was taught. You know what I mean? I grew up in a house full of women, single mothers.
mhm.
So I didn't see none of that shit. That shit was cool on paper. It was cool on TV,
Exactly.
but that shit didn't mean nothing to me. Okay, if I got a homeboy that did that, go ahead, brother. I know I got a crib I can go back home to. You know what I mean? If my people don't cook shit, we got ham sandwiches, we got noodles. You feel me? If we don't eat tonight, cool. I know tomorrow they'll figure some shit out, or I got to go figure something out. But I don't need to go get my hands dirty to do that.
For sure. And that too, I ain't gonna lie to you. The fear from my parents is what that play. My mom beat my ass. That play a factor too.
I'm
I'm
saying,
sure you
same thing.
you know if you did something stupid when you get home, your mom gonna tighten that up.
Mm-hmm.
And it, like what you said, you wasn't taught that.
Exactly.
Everything that is taught, bro. Everything is
Mhm.
taught, bro. It's you a good person because you was taught to be a good person.
Exactly.
You was raised by a good person.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm telling my goal is to let them boys know, hey, be good people. Because at the end of the day, when you have kids, the new generation is gonna keep getting worse if we don't tighten up, bro.
That's
We're
facts.
25 years old. We are the center of it, but we're 20. We're in our 20s. We
Mhm.
are the center of the generation right
That's
now
facts.
to
I agree
shape
with
it.
you.
We're the one having kids for the next generation,
Mhm.
and so
We're
much
teaching the kids.
exactly. Exactly.
Because the people before us,
Exactly, bro.
they either almost retiring or,
Exactly, bro. So
you know what I mean? So I agree with you 100%. That's why I think, I always, like, for instance, I just did a teach-in probably 3 weeks ago. I always want to play a factor in, some type of community. You know what I mean? I did it when I was in college. I was a president of an organization. And I do it now, even in my career. You know what I mean? I tell kids, like, you don't gotta go be this fancy athlete.
you
I
don't.
know plenty of athletes that's back
You
home.
don't.
You know what I mean?
You don't,
Always
bro.
have another plan or always have another idea because you know that stage, that percentage of success that you looking at, if you go somewhere else, for instance, like you said, like plumbing, electrician, the percentages there is way bigger.
Bro, some of them are guaranteed. Some of them you get out of school, bro. You got a job waiting for you, bro. The moment you
Facts.
get that piece of paper that guarantees you
Mhm.
that you could do the job, bro. But it's all about not. I did not know that, and the reason I started thinking that way is, bro. When I became a firefighter, I posted my pictures on Instagram. I had so much homeboys hit me up. Hey, I didn't know this, bro. How you doing this? You know how much people I put on just being a firefighter, bro? People hit me up. How do I do this,
Mhm.
bro? And I was so happy to help because I see a new generation changing. I see men that's about to make money. I love
Mhm.
when my boys are making money, bro. I love when all my dogs right now have careers, bro. All of them,
That's
bro. And
good,
I'm
bro.
happy, bro. I'm happy, bro. And they're happy for me. Keep good people around you.
Mhm.
Could keep, your circle, bro. Keep the good people around you,
Good
bro.
company is always good.
Always.
It ain't gonna
Always,
it ain't
bro.
gonna never change.
Never gonna change, bro.
So that's real that you said that, you know what I mean? And I have a lot of people, like, what I always say with my friendships with people, even in associations, like, it's a lot of people that are very successful. It's people
Yeah,
that's successful. It's people that's not successful. But it's always a balance of where they know, like, they got something going on.
for sure.
And that's the type of people you have to have around you.
For
Like,
sure.
my last guest, I told him the same. I told him this. I said, look, you have to be a person that's willing to have multiple teachers. All of
Never
my
stop
friends,
learning, bro.
exactly. All my friends are teachers. All my friends do things that are completely different from what I do, but they can teach me.
Never stop learning. Never. And now I'm seeing it. Back in the days when I was young, people said, "Oh, education is important," but when kids, we don't take that as we don't
No,
take that seriously,
you
bro.
don't.
But education that could put you up on somebody. You could have no money, but that education can get you places that person with
Mhm,
money can't go, bro.
mhm.
Education, man. That's how I tell people, bro. Inform yourself. Don't be ignorant. That's all I can say. Don't be ignorant, bro. Always try to learn, find out the why. Find out the why. Whatever someone tell you, just find out the why, bro. Things
Mhm,
might not always be good, but find out the why. Why are you going through this?
mhm.
There's always a lesson to something that you're going
For
through.
sure.
There's always a lesson to something you're going
Always a
through,
lesson
bro.
to something, man. It's crazy that, and people avoid that lesson because they scared of the results. They don't know. I always tell people this. I say people are scared to go into the unknown.
Always.
Me, I love it because at the end of the day, I'm still gonna be living.
Mhm.
Whether it works out in my favor or not, it just allows me to know, okay, I can't make that left turn that certain way. Maybe I got to angle or maybe I got to take a right or make a whole fucking U-turn. I'd rather know that some shit ain't gonna work out
Yeah,
versus me just living with fear my whole life.
bro.
I already did that for years. Now that I'm an adult and I'm in my career and I'm doing the things that I'm doing, man, put me up against any fire, I'm gonna walk through it. And if I make it out, I know that okay, these the type of flames that I can walk through.
Fear is
I'm
not
not
on
gonna
your
look at
people.
every fire like it can't get put out.
For sure. And that's how you got, bro. It's the Holy Spirit speaking, bro. That's how you
Mhm,
got. That's how you got to feel. And honestly,
mhm,
bro, you going to therapy, bro, and you just telling me how you reading your Bible, you getting into the Word, bro,
mhm.
and you see what God is doing in your life, bro. You see what God is doing. That's why I tell people, bro. I don't care what nobody tell me. No one could break my faith. I'm a kid that came from Haiti, bro. I didn't have nothing. To this day, my family is still struggling. I still people struggling still with what's going on in
Facts.
America, bro. Like, they don't being an immigrant in this country, bro, like, it's tough, bro. It is tough, especially being in a country that know that they don't want you here. They don't want your family here. Being Hispanic in this country, Black in this country, just it's tough. It's a lot of more stuff that you face that you never thought that you would face. You know what I'm saying? It's a sad world, but it
Mhm.
shows the evil that's in this world, and there's no humanity. Like this, like it's crazy, bro.
It's heartless.
Yeah, bro, I seen videos, they're snatching families up, bro.
Mhm,
Like, honestly, I could never do a job like that, bro. I could never do a job. They legit snatching family up, bro. And I see people celebrating for this ICE thing. They're so happy, bro. But I put myself in people's shoes.
mhm,
If I'm a young kid and I see officers just come in my dad's house and snatch him up, that traumatized somebody, bro.
mhm,
People don't realize that traumatized somebody, bro. The mental aspect that put on you and the whole family, because now the head of the household is gone.
mhm.
That's a whole different situation, bro.
That's real.
And you feel me? I've had family members that went through that. I have a family member that went through that, bro. So I see these things a whole perspective now. The whole what's going on in this world. I see it for I see it for what it is. I see it for what it is. And honestly, bro, like all I could do is keep working, keep having faith. But
That's what I was gonna ask you. How do you deal with that mentally? Like, you know, I seen some earlier yesterday, and it said success guilt is a real thing.
hmm,
How do you know what I mean? Like you said, like some people in your family are still struggling. How do you deal with that? Because with me, I have such a huge heart.
yeah,
So sometimes it's like I'm willing to sacrifice
everything,
everything to
bro.
make sure one person could be straight. Because I know that one person, if they get to that level that they can get to, they could be so powerful. But if you do it for one, you got to do it for
For all
all.
of them, sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it hurts, bro. Sometimes it
Mhm.
hurts, bro. And I mean, sometimes it hurts knowing that.
Whoa, whoa. I know you're too busy watching the episode, but just take a moment to look at the link down below. Make sure you subscribe to the Truth Lounge. Make sure you join the Truth family. Living your truth. This is the perfect place to be, and I appreciate you for tuning in and watching the episode. However, make sure you click that link below, get early access to merch, get early access to all episodes, and of course, get the behind the scenes of everything that everybody want to see. Go.
No matter how hard you try, bro, it's not enough for the whole family.
Mhm,
It's not enough for the whole family, bro. And when you have everyone, I'm the oldest. We have the whole family, my mom, my dad, they count on me. They count on me. That's why I tell people all the time, I can't fail. I'm anointed, bro. I cannot fail, bro. I know the future God has for me. I know what's in
mhm,
store for me. That's why giving back, the more I'm giving back, the more God's blessing me. The more God's blessing me. But it hurts, bro, when you don't. That's why I gotta go hard. Sleepless
mhm,
nights, overtime, whatever I gotta do to support, bro. Because I
mhm,
can't see none of my family go through nothing. I can't. I have to be the one to be in control. And I feel like God been using me to do that.
that's real.
And I've been blessed, bro. I've been blessed. I go through stuff, trials. It hurts. Sometimes it hurts, bro. Sometimes
Mhm,
I don't want to be around nobody. I don't want to talk to nobody, bro.
that's
It's just
real, bro.
when you as a man knowing that financially things are falling apart, people are
Mhm,
counting on you, the tears that fall into your eyes, but the loneliness at night sometimes, bro, it's a different feeling, bro. It's a different feeling, and some people might never go through that.
mhm.
But me going through that though, I have that perspective. So when I'm not going through that no more, if I know someone going through that, it is my job to help. it is my job to help. It is my job, whatever I could do, bro. Whatever I could do. And I got so much things coming, bro. And you see the land we bought,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm gonna get into that. I'm saying that's the cherry on top, man. I did my research. As soon as I seen you post it, I say, damn, man, that is powerful. I told my boy that was here. Yes, I say, man, look, bro. I say I got somebody coming here, bro. I say, bro, he just bought some land, and you would think like, okay, somebody gonna buy land and try to build homes, whatever. I
Nah,
say, bro, he's building a wreck, bro. Like he's giving back. It's a nonprofit, right?
nonprofit.
I say, bro, it's a nonprofit. He is giving back. You know the first thing he tell me? We there. He don't even know you.
I love that.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
love.
That's what I'm saying.
That's love,
That's
bro.
my village. That's my people.
That's
Like I
love,
only put
bro. That's
myself
the type
around
of
people.
people you
Was like,
keep around you.
bro, we there, bro.
Keep around you. But it's gonna be a whole sport complex, bro. Football, baseball, basketball, whatever kids need, they're
Mm-hmm.
gonna have the ability to go there and play the sport that they like. And that is my goal, bro. Like that is my goal. And it's not just gonna
Mm-hmm.
be kids, it's gonna be adults too.
Yeah,
Adults you could get your membership, whatever. It's gonna be,
yeah,
you
for
know what I'm
sure.
saying? But it's gonna call elite sports, bro. It's gonna be called elite sport. And I'm partnered with my dog, Antonio Sepp, bro. That's my dog. Sepulveda, man. That's you don't know him, but that's my dog. When I tell you good people, good heart, that's who I keep around me. That's my business partner. That's my
Mm-hmm.
brother, bro. Like, and we locked in and we know what the goal is.
For sure.
And for some reason, I told you, we're trying to do good. That's when the enemy throws stuff your way to make stuff hard. But guess what?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm always gonna overcome, bro. So yeah, I would love for you, bro. When we starting to clear up some land soon, bro. When we first do that, bro, I would love to have you here, bro.
For
Because it's gonna be
sure.
it might take a year or so to get. It's a big
Hey, man.
project. Honestly, bro, it's probably the biggest thing I've ever done. I'm, when I tell you, it scared me. And I talked to my mom. She said, "That's how you know. That's how
That's how
you
you know it's
know."
real.
Bro, 5 acres. I cut all these trees that like from the ground up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a project in it, bro. And I'm learning stuff I didn't even know about. Permits, this and that, bro. Talking to lawyers, finalizing paperwork. Now everything is, but now like that, I'm enjoying the journey. And one thing when I pray, I ask God always let me enjoy the journey.
Mm-hmm.
And this journey of building this, bro, it humbles you. It humbles you, but it
For
forces,
sure.
bro. My faith is the only thing that's gonna build this.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't no
That's like
millionaire. Faith is the only thing that's gonna build this.
that's like me
But it's
with this.
working. Exactly. And bro, I'm
That's
telling you, one day this is gonna be a TV show, bro. I'm telling you, fam, you are
mm-hmm.
anointed, bro, and I'm so happy for you, bro.
Appreciate it, bro. Like I was just telling my boy that was here yesterday that recorded with me. He's a photographer and he has a clothing brand. You know, I asked him something. I was just like in a point to where I said, if you look at your business wise, you know, have you won? How do you handle the highs and lows? He said, honestly, bro, I've been doing this for 2 years. I have not made a dollar of profit.
Same here.
He say, the only reason why I'm still going is because I love doing this. It's the journey that matters the most. It's
Mm,
me seeing what my clothes is doing for people. Me taking pictures is doing for people. And I said, damn, bro, it's the same thing for me. Cause I haven't made no money back. I come up here every week.
every week.
Maybe twice, maybe 3 times, depending on how I'm feeling. But no matter what I'm going through, I'm still joyful whenever I walk in here because, like I told you before we even cut on, I don't got no script. It's no
Off the
notes.
top,
It's
bro.
off the
You
top.
was made for this.
You feel me?
That's
So
how
it's
you know
like
you was made for this.
exactly. So it's like I get in here and I feel like I'm my best version of myself because I'm being authentic. I'm being vulnerable. Like
Yeah.
this is what I feel like a man should be. This is what a man
And
should do.
and shout out to you, bro. The fact that you could be vulnerable every week on here, that's that's toughness right there.
Yeah.
You're putting your emotion, your heart in front of the
Mhm.
camera for millions to see, bro. That is vulnerable, bro. That's tough, and that's what I'm saying. You was meant to do
Mhm.
this because not everybody can. Especially the fact that you're doing therapy itself, it shows
It
that
took
you're
me a
trying to be a
long.
better man. You're trying to better yourself.
Mhm.
And any man that go to therapy, bro, you're trying to better yourself. Don't let what the public tell you. Therapy make you weak. That's BS. That's bullshit, bro. And
It
no,
took
it doesn't, bro.
it
It
took me
makes
a
you
long
strong.
time.
And let me tell you something. As a man, having knowing how to control your emotions, that's
Mhm.
why therapy is so important. Knowing how to control your emotions is the biggest win as a man. Control, bro, your emotions. Cause people has lost their life because of making impulsive
Decisions.
decisions.
And
Your
and
emotions get the best of you, bro. And you don't know how to, if you don't know how to control your emotions, you're a dead man walking, bro. You're a fool.
mhm. But see, let me ask you something because, you know, I'm gonna put it like this. We see the result of people making impulsive decisions. So
Yeah.
that helps us
Mm,
understand it on the back end, other than what we already know. How do you think people can steer away from making impulsive directions? Because like with me, I always, like you said earlier, you see this almost every day, so you understand. Like I've seen suicide notes, I've seen videos,
seen
I've
hanging,
seen
bro. And
everything.
going to room, kids. Yeah, bro.
So how, what would your advice to other people that don't experience what we experience? Like, how can you advise them on how to stop making impulsive decisions?
You gotta sit back and think. So, for example, bro, everything that's going on, you have people just you sit back and think, take a breather. Anything, any decision you're about to make, wait
Mhm,
30 minutes before making it. Think of all the alternative, all the
mhm,
bad things that could happen, or the good things that could happen, and go pray. That's and I used to make impulsive decisions all the time, bro, and it
mhm,
wasn't working for me. When I learned to actually sit back, okay, before I make this decision, because people, when it comes to money, people don't think.
oh,
That's one thing about it. Impulsive decisions come a lot with money. It
mhm,
has a lot to do with money. People don't think. People will sell their soul for money. Not all money is good money.
mhm,
So sit back and think of like, what are you giving yourself? What are you giving up anything? Are you gonna change yourself? Are you gonna is
mhm.
this gonna take you away from God? There's a lot
Facts,
that goes into it.
facts.
And these are things I've been learning lately about myself. Just
Mhm,
sit back and think in whatever trouble I go through, sit back. What is God trying to teach me? What is he trying to teach me at this moment?
mhm,
And that's exactly how don't make impulsive decision, matter of fact. You feel me? That's how you don't make you gotta sit back and think of all the bad and the good. How would it affect your family? How would it affect
mhm,
your kid, your wife? You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of things you gotta sit back and think, bro. You
mhm.
gotta sit back and think. That's my
That, yeah,
best. That's the
yeah.
best.
Patience, man, is
Patience.
is is
Patience is
is
key.
is
It
key,
talks about
and
it a lot in the Bible too.
mhm.
Patience.
I learned that the hard way, you know what I mean? And I'm thankful for every decision that I made, and I don't regret any of them that didn't work out in my favor. Like, I had a lot of losses.
Mhm.
Shit, probably more losses than wins, but the wins that I did have, they was big enough to get me where I am now. So it's yeah, I'm thankful, man. Like, I learned a lot of shit on my own, you feel me? Like, my situation a little bit different from yours. You come from a home where it was a father figure. Like, my father figure was my uncle.
Yeah.
And my uncle, probably sometimes he couldn't read what I was going through, or
Yeah.
probably he had his own shit going on. So I had to learn how to be a man on my own. You feel me? And my biggest advice I give to people, always, 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 is just think about what is the outcome of your decision. Because a lot of people
Mhm.
think quickly to the point where they think of like the good, but nobody never
The
want to
good or
look at that fucking
bad.
bad. Always. It's always, to me, it's always a bad to something. It's just, it could be very minimum or it could
Mhm.
be very
Yeah.
large. It could be huge to the point where you lose
Everything.
everything. So a lot of my decisions when I was younger, or and the same thing when I moved there, shit, what's quick? What can I get right now without looking
It's quick win.
exactly?
Quick. Whatever could be done quick is the easy.
And
That's what, bro. That's why when we pray, we want God to move like this.
Mhm. And that's the thing that humbled me. You know what I mean? I was like, man, all the bad shit moves so fast, but when you pray to God, God don't move fast always.
Move fast.
He move on his time, and his time is always the right time for you, because you never know how much you need something until God provides it for you. Because at that time when he provides it for you, it's like, damn, this
It's
right when I needed it.
He's never late. He's never late. He's always on time, bro.
Mhm.
And funny thing that you said that, bro. I struggle the most with stuff happening in my life when I'm praying more. The enemy that try to attack me more
Mhm.
when I'm praying more. So what you said is exactly true, bro. It's exactly true. You will, yes, you're right, bro. It's
Mhm.
exactly true, man. Life is tough, bro. Life is
Yeah.
tough. And not even that, bro. One thing I gotta ask you too, bro. What I struggled with, honestly, bro, I watched the Blimp episode.
Mhm.
I mean, I watched the whole thing. Bruh, with this career, bro, how do you deal with funerals? I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
So
I went to my auntie funeral, bro. It's like I looked at it as it was just another there was no like I don't know what
mhm.
happened to me. I don't know if I have that emotions to show that. I don't know why. I don't know
Mhm.
why.
You know, it's funny you asked that. I haven't been to a funeral since 2019. No,
Okay.
2019. In 2019, I lost my cousin, and my cousin was like big brother to me. You feel me? So this was probably that moment was the beginning of my depression as a man, and I didn't really shake my depression until shit the beginning of this year. So my cousin dying, I was in college. I moved to Tampa.
Mhm.
Didn't have no money. Barely eating. I'm failing in school. I may have to go back home because I can't afford school. And then I'm trying to get up and running as a promoter
Mhm.
because that's the only way I can make money.
For sure.
My school told me I had to come up with $6,000 in the first semester, or I got to go back home. My people ain't got $6,000 to give,
Yeah,
and I
bro.
took out loans. So I got to come up with $6,000 cash, liquid. I got to come up with this right here in front of these people, or I got to go back home. Literally, my cousin passed away, bro. I lost, bro.
Broke you.
It broke me, bro. I like that. I still think about that shit to this day. Cause the funeral paper still is in my room. Like I never get rid of that shit because that moment shook my entire life. Like that was probably the last funeral I went to. I don't think about no other funeral. I've been invited to funerals and
You
I
don't go.
can't do it. And this was before my career. So man, I
You
haven't
haven't had
been.
that.
You
But
feel
that's
me?
something you
Like
gotta be ready for, bro.
I know.
It was a new emotion I didn't know I had. Like,
Mhm.
I did not know I had. It was like, you see everybody in the room crying,
Mhm.
caskets there, bro. The body don't bother me. I'm around it. It doesn't bother me.
Mhm.
So, all I could do is be there for my mom, but it was emotion like, I felt like, I don't have a heart? Like, I
You
was I
numb.
was questioning, bro,
You
like,
numb.
yeah, like, it ain't make no sense to me, bro.
Mhm.
Why am I not crying? Why am I not this is my auntie, bro. That's my dog, bro. Like,
Mhm.
why am I not crying? It was new emotions where like, and honestly, bro, I don't even know if I have the answers yet, but it's I'm working on it.
Mhm.
I'm working on it.
And we getting towards the end of the episode, but like I think that's a fear of mine. And that's you know what I mean? Cause I haven't been since then.
Yeah,
You
bro.
know what I mean? I think, I think about, since I see death so much, I always think about it, bro. And I just sometimes I gotta reunite with
Mhm.
myself and be like,
Yeah.
man, like when it comes, you gotta be prepared.
Yeah, yeah, bro.
Cause that's something that you can't teach
I
nobody.
wasn't prepared. I'm thinking it was a regular funeral, but I didn't realize. I actually did not realize. It's sad. I didn't realize how much this job was
See?
affecting my personal life like that.
Mm,
I'm thinking this is just like you said,
man,
another Tuesday.
man,
It ain't another
man.
Tuesday, bro. I did not realize how much this job affected my personal life like that, bro. I
Mhm.
can't feel. I don't have that emotion to feel, bro. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy what a career could do to you, bro.
That's
And
facts,
so
man.
I don't have no choice but to give it to God. Who am I
Mhm.
gonna talk about? Who? Yes, I could talk to a therapist. It's gonna help. But the main one who's gonna fix that problem is God, bro. And I don't know how to feel. And that's something I need you to, hey, bro, if it get, God forbid, you feel me? But that's gonna be
Yeah.
new emotions for you that you didn't know you had in
Mhm.
you, bro.
Yeah.
Just because you're used to it now.
That's I have damn, that's boy. I think about that shit all the time, fam. But damn, that's tough. You ended that off right, boy.
You feel me, bro?
Now I gotta think about that
Nah,
shit.
bro, cause it hit me. It hit me while we
Yeah.
talking. That we are in the same career. When I see
Mhm.
it first, but you see it last. You
Mhm.
feel me? It's still the same body. It's still a
Exactly.
dead body at the end of the day.
Mhm.
At the end of the day, and that's the experience I went through. I was wondering if you went through, but we can't stop death. We know it's gonna.
Can't.
You feel me, bro?
It's coming.
And it's sad to say, I'm gonna have to go through it again.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to go through it again, bro. So it's a mental battle, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Think about that. Keep praying, bro.
Yeah. Damn,
Put him
that's tough,
first.
boy. That's tough.
Put him first.
Damn. But shit, we at the end of the episode now, so I always end it off. You said you watched, so I always end it off every episode basically asking all my guests to give three truths or three lessons that you would tell somebody else or that you think other people should know or hear.
Be true. I got that. Be truth. First one, bro. First truth I will tell you, be true to yourself.
Hmm.
That's the first truth. Yours, no one know yourself better than you.
It's crazy you say that. Sorry to cut you. My boy said that same
Same thing.
shit yesterday.
For real. No,
Yes, he said the same thing yesterday. Damn, man, that's how you know it's real. But keep
bro,
going, man.
be true to yourself, bro. Don't ever lie to yourself. You know who you are. And the second one thing I'm gonna say is if you tell yourself you're gonna do something, don't lie to yourself.
Hmm.
Don't lie to yourself. Lastly is for my fellas, bro. Know the woman that you gonna be with, bro.
Mhm,
Know the woman you gonna be with. That's the truth right there. Know the woman you gonna be with. Be confident.
mhm.
Be confident in the woman you gonna be with. It's my bad, bro. What's the other one, bro?
Nah,
I'm
you good.
locked
You did
in, bro.
you did 3. You did
I'm
3.
locked in. What's that last thing, bro? What's
Nah, you did your 3
but
truths. You was
oh
locked in, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And, to speak on that last part, I also wanna say congratulations, you know what I mean, on being married,
Thank you, bro.
That
Thank you.
is, when I was younger, that wasn't something that I even thought about, but now, like, that I get older, I'm in my career, you kinda admire the fact of settling down and being with somebody and just, have being
Bro,
a home being a home.
being a team, bro.
Exactly.
Having bro, when you a team,
I was just telling my boy that yesterday, like,
oh
he had got a
man,
girl, he
life
said
get
that's an
bro.
empire.
But life get bro, since I've been with my wife, bro, life been good, bro. The stuff that I used to deal with alone, I know now I'm not dealing with it by myself, and she's shown me I'm not dealing with it by myself. We've been together for 5 years. She's shown me multiple times that she earned that ring. You feel me?
Mhm.
Like your partner, bro, Matt, and people used to preach that to me all the time. I never really took it seriously, but now I see, bro, when you go through stuff, that was my last thing. The woman you pick matters, bro. That's why there's my fellas, bro. Listen, ain't nothing out there, bro.
It ain't. That's
I lived that life where
that's I tell
I'm telling you, I
mhm,
lived that life where I had my fun. But this generation, it's sad to say, these females, bro. It's about what can you do for them.
mhm.
So to take care of yourself first and know the women that really love you. Know women that really love you. And honestly, bro, I'm gonna say something right now. A lot of dudes have the woman that love them. It's just not the body of the woman that they want it to be
Yeah,
in.
man, that's I can go on and on
You
about
feel
that
me?
shit, man. It's social media. I ain't even gonna get into that shit, man. It's social
It's
media.
social media.
Social media, bro, because and I feel like that's why I fucked up too. Cause I feel like I'm gonna be real
Be
right now.
real, fam.
Be real. And I did the same shit on Bimp episode. I probably came across like probably 4 solid females, bro, that probably would have been like my wife.
You know it.
But it was a
It
lot of
wasn't.
shit that I didn't
You
like
didn't like
because of what I seen on the media.
yeah,
So I
bro.
could go on, but I ain't even
Another day for that.
another day for that. You feel me? You know what I mean? And now that I'm understanding that shit now, like before, like you asked me before, like, do I got an old girl? Nah, bro. Like I'm just living
Just
now.
living.
I'm in isolation mode. So like I'm not shying away from it. Like I could easily go do it.
When you ready, pray for it.
My point.
Don't even go look for it. When you ready, pray for it.
And that was my biggest thing. I always went looking instead of allowing it to come to me. So now I'm waiting on God.
It's on
And
God timing, bro.
and God blessed me with this. So I'm good, man. Um, before we go ahead and, conclude this episode, I want you to go ahead and shout out everything that you got going on, man. Your IG, whatever you have. Make sure you shout out your nonprofit. Tell people how they can reach you because it may be somebody that watched this that may want to sponsor you.
Bro, that would be a blessing,
Look,
man.
man,
But
so go ahead and tell the people,
let's
everything
start.
where they can find
All
you,
right, let's
man.
start with the Instagram, Marco Suave, man. Go ahead and follow that up. I got my business page called Elite Swing, where we have a little league team right now
Mhm,
trying to grow. The nonprofit is called Elite Sport Player Development. It's up. It's gonna be up and running pretty soon. We just gotta get paperwork. Everything's coming in,
mhm,
but that's what I got coming, bro. My goal. Just remember this, Marco Presuma. My goal is to impact the new generation and give back. I don't care about being a millionaire. I just
mhm.
want my family to be straight and help other people. As long as I know for a fact that I'm not struggling with my life, I'm good, bro. God has given me everything I need. Now
Mhm.
it's up to me to help people. So just remember this. In the next 5 years, there's gonna be a TV show. Just remember this, bro.
Hey, man, God
I'm
willing,
telling you,
man.
God work
God
in
willing,
mysterious ways,
man.
and this is footage. I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it in the universe, bro. God knows the tongue doesn't lie, bro.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, the tongue doesn't lie, bro.
That's
There's
real,
blessings
man.
coming on this show. There's blessings coming on all of us, man. Just keep doing good by people. Do good by people. Please do good by people, bro. That's it.
Definitely
That's it.
appreciate it, man. Well, y'all know how I am with the outro, man. Gone, man. Gone. Appreciate you, my boy. Damn.